Picture two people, same age, same city, same basic desires. One earns $20,000 a year, the other earns $1 million. The gap between their lives is not just about money, it is about choices. It is about stress. It is about what keeps you awake at 3 a.m. It is about what you say yes to and what you have to say no to. This video walks through every salary level, from the bottom to the very top, not to make you feel bad about where you are, but to show you exactly what changes at each step and what surprisingly does not. The $20,000 year. $20,000 a year, before taxes, that is roughly $1,667 per month. After federal and state taxes, Social Security, and Medicare, you take home approximately $1,400 to $1,500 per month. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the average American city runs between $1,100 and $1,400. Do you see the problem? Your entire after-tax income barely covers the rent, and that is before food, transportation, phone, utilities, anything unexpected. At this salary level, you do not have a budget. You have a math problem that does not solve. Every financial decision is a trade-off. Do I put gas in the car, or do I buy groceries for the week? Do I pay the electric bill this month, or make the minimum credit card payment? You are not making bad decisions. You are making impossible decisions. Financial advisors will tell you to save 3 to 6 months of expenses as an emergency fund. At this salary level, building even 1 month of emergency savings would take years of perfect discipline. And perfect discipline is hard when every unexpected $200 expense, a car repair, a medical copay, a broken phone, sends you into negative balance territory. You are not trapped because you are bad with money. You are trapped because there is not enough money to be good with. The $40,000 year. $40,000. You see the difference immediately. After taxes, you take home approximately $2,800 to $3,000 per month. For the first time, you can cover rent and still have money left. Not a lot, but something. You can afford food and transportation without choosing between them. You can keep the phone plan, you can keep the lights on. But you are still one bad month away from serious trouble. A $1,000 unexpected expense, a medical bill, a car repair, is still a crisis. Not an inconvenience. A crisis. You can start saving, very slowly. $50 a month. $100 if you are disciplined. But you feel every dollar going into savings because you have so little buffer. Credit card debt is still common at this level, not because of reckless spending, because $40,000 a year in modern America, Britain, or Canada does not leave enough margin for life's surprises. And life has surprises. You work hard. You are responsible. You are doing what everyone told you to do, and you are still stressed about money almost every day. The $60,000 year. $60,000 is where things begin to feel possible. Take-home pay is approximately $3,800 to $4,200 per month. Rent no longer consumes your entire income. If you share housing or live in a more affordable area, you might be able to save meaningfully. A few $100s a month if you are disciplined. Maybe more. You have a deductible on your health insurance without complete terror. A $500 bill is painful, but it is manageable. It does not send you into a debt spiral. You can start thinking about the future rather than only the present. A retirement account becomes possible. An emergency fund becomes buildable. A car payment becomes comfortable rather than crushing. But home ownership, in most major cities in the US, UK, Canada, and Australia, remains out of reach at this income level. Not impossible everywhere, but out of reach in the expensive markets where many people live. You are comfortable compared to where you were, but you are aware, painfully, of what you cannot yet do. The $80,000 year. $80,000 is often cited as a threshold around which happiness research suggests diminishing returns on well-being. The old research put it at $75,000. Updated research with inflation adjustments puts it closer to $100,000 depending on the city. But the principle is the same. Below this level, more money genuinely makes life meaningfully better. Above it, the relationship becomes more complicated. At $80,000, take-home pay is approximately $5,000 to $5,400 per month. You can rent a decent apartment in most cities without financial anxiety. You can save meaningfully, $500 to $1,000 a month with discipline. You can max your 401k contributions and still have money to live on. You can handle a $2,000 emergency without borrowing, but you are not wealthy. Homeownership in expensive markets still requires years of saving and creative financing. A new car is a stretch. A vacation is possible, but modest. One salary at this level in a dual-income household is comfortable. As the sole income for a family, it is tight. You have arrived at the level where financial stress fades from daily to occasional. That is not a small thing. The $100,000 year, the six-figure threshold. $100,000, the number that defined aspiration for a generation. Take home after taxes is approximately $6,500 to $7,000 per month. Here's the thing about crossing six figures. It feels like a milestone. And it is. But it also reveals how aggressively the American cost structure is designed to consume it. In New York, San Francisco, London, Vancouver, or Sydney, $100,000 a year is a comfortable but not extravagant existence. Rent in a major city, car payments, student loan payments, health insurance premiums, retirement contributions. After all of this, you might have $1,000 left to build genuine wealth. In a lower-cost city, $100,000 is genuinely transformative. You can buy a home, save aggressively, take real vacations, start investing. Location determines everything at this income level. The same salary can represent abundance or scarcity depending entirely on where you live. But at $100,000, you feel the mental shift. Money is no longer a daily source of anxiety. You are making decisions about your life rather than just surviving it. The $200,000 year. $200,000 puts you in the top 5% of earners in the United States. Take home after taxes is approximately $11,000 to $12,000 per month. Here, the lifestyle transformation is real. You can own a home in most markets. You can save aggressively. You can fund retirement while still enjoying your present life. You begin to understand what people mean when they say money buys time. You hire someone to clean your home. You hire someone to do your taxes. You pay for the better flight rather than the cheapest one. You upgrade your apartment. These are not luxuries in the traditional sense. They are time purchases. Each one buys back hours of your life. But here is something that surprises most people when they reach this level. Your peer group changes, and with it, your reference point for normal. At $40,000, a $500 vacation feels extravagant. At $200,000, a $500 vacation feels cheap. Lifestyle inflation is real. The expenses expand to fill the income available. The saving that felt urgent at $40,000 gets replaced by spending that feels deserved at $200,000. The people who build wealth at this income level are the ones who deliberately resist this. The $500,000 year. $500,000 puts you in the top 1% of earners. After taxes in the United States, you take home approximately $25,000 to $27,000 per month. At this level, money has genuinely become a tool rather than a constraint. You are not choosing between things, you are choosing among things. The anxiety that characterized every level below this one is gone, permanently. Not just on good days. Gone. Your children go to the school you choose. Your medical care is the care you want. You live in the neighborhood you prefer. You take the trip. You drive the car. You eat at the restaurant. But here's the honest truth about this level. It is the level where financial decisions become genuinely consequential in a new way. A bad investment at this income level costs real money. An unnecessary divorce, an unmanaged tax situation, a poorly structured business. These can cost hundreds of thousands. The decisions get bigger. The mistakes get more expensive. The need for good professional advice becomes acute. This is why high earners often have less wealth than their income would suggest. Income and wealth remain separate problems even at this level. The $1 million year. $1 million a year. It is a number most people associate with a distant and abstract category of human being. It is not abstract. It is not a different species. After taxes, a $1 million earner in the United States takes home approximately $500,000 to $550,000 per year. Effective federal tax rates at this level run around 35 to 40% when combined with state taxes. You have $45,000 per month to work with. Here is what changes. Almost nothing changes in your daily physical experience of life. You eat, you sleep, you drive a car or take a taxi, you watch the same shows, you have the same arguments, your kids have the same problems as everyone else's kids. What changes is the option space. The $45,000 per month does not buy 45 times the happiness of $1,000 per month, but it buys something that has no price on the open market. Freedom from financial consequence. You can make a mistake and recover. You can try something and fail. You can give money generously without calculating the impact on next month. The psychological weight that money carries at every level below this one, the daily background hum of financial concern that so many people carry for their entire lives, at $1 million a year, it is simply gone. Here is what this journey shows us. The difference between $20,000 and $40,000 is survival. The difference between $40,000 and $80,000 is breathing room. The difference between $80,000 and $200,000 is genuine freedom of choice. The difference between $200,000 and $1 million is the gap between comfort and irrelevance of money as a daily concern. But almost none of these levels protect you from lifestyle inflation, from debt, from poor decisions that erase the advantage your income creates. The number matters, but what you do with it matters more. The $40,000 earner who saves $200 a month consistently, starting at 25, will end up with more wealth than the $200,000 earner who spends everything. As we discussed in the compound interest video, time and consistency beat income almost every time. Your income level is not your destiny. It is your starting point. This is not financial advice. Please consult a qualified financial professional before making any financial decisions. Check out other Broke Monkey videos for more financial topics explained simply and clearly. If you want to support this channel so we can keep making these videos, check out the link below. Apes together strong.